article I read says, "Oh, Cena was spotted in a bar in Tampa Bay, Florida." Turns out Carmella lives in Tampa Bay.
Shut.
Oh,
They
yeah,
all live in
exactly.
Florida. They all
Who
live in
doesn't?
Florida.
Well,
They all
I
live
can
in
see
Florida
why-
because
I
that's
can see
where
why
the,
Carmella already lived in Florida in general because of being in NXT before she came up. But Cena was spotted. In
Oh,
Tampa
wow.
Bay. Okay.
he probably had to fucking get ready for a match or something. Not that he put any work into that Undertaker match, but he did put in some work into that Triple H match.
I didn't.
And then if you believe the rumors, he put in work into Carmella. I'm just saying. But I'm not. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for 1 second. The nerds believe it, but whatever.
I can believe it's a push that she's getting.
I'll let the nerds believe whatever the nerds want to believe.
Why wouldn't it be possible? Mickey James.
And who's that?
Someone who got fired because they were messing around while Cena was married to Elizabeth Huberdeau, and she was
Who's that?
And she was engaged to Kenny Dykstra.
Why do we care this
Spirit
much?
Squad. Yeah, I'm just saying. I know it's possible.
Keep
because,
going, because if there's a
more
fucking,
facts.
if this is funny,
more facts.
then-
AJ Lee, previous quote unquote divas.
But did they actually mess around? Though?
Longest reigning champion, and then who? Nikki Bella beats it because she's what? With John Cena for an extended period of time.
You think that John Cena's really in that deep?
Well,
He
yeah.
has that much say.
Punk was out that deep. Why would they take?
He has that much say.
Why would they take Punk's wife's record and just give it to Nikki?
You think
Bella?
he has that much say though? John Cena.
He's got that much push. They always pushing that guy. Yeah, Ted beat him at Mania, but didn't he go over on Triple H at the Rumble, or the Greatest Rumble anyway?
Yeah, he went over Triple H, but what? So
you
what?
know what the rumor about the Rumble pay-per-view was, right? The greatest one? It was supposed to be another Great American Bash, but they couldn't get the fucking name rights. So they had another great, but it had a second Royal Rumble literally, just two months after you had the one in January, the one you're supposed to have?
Wouldn't it have been the Great...
You don't remember the Great American Bash?
I know, but it wouldn't have been the Great American Bash
Yeah,
in
that's
Saudi
why they-
Arabia.
Well,
It
obviously.
would have been the Great Saudi
Because they went
Arabian Bash.
overseas. The name ain't going to work over there. The great...
Saudi
The
Arabian.
great Jeddah, because they're from Jeddah, right?
The Great Jeddah Royal Rumble. The greatest.
I don't know. I guess
The Great Jeddah Bash.
because
Great
the
Saudi
Royal
Arabian
Rumble is
Bash.
one of my, if not my favorite pay-per-view of the year. I just wish they wouldn't have done it overkill style. They could have waited later on in the calendar.
There was
year.
nothing shocking.
Yeah, there's nothing shocking about it, and I felt like it was overkill a little bit because we just had
There
the
was
annual Royal
nothing
Rumble.
shocking about anything that's going on in wrestling right now, so that's why I had to take a step back, breathe. I'll be diving back into the by our next
What we should be diving
by our
into
next
is
podcast. I'll be back into the wrestling thing, but
Wednesdays, when I get home at 5, I'm going to be diving into freaking NXT and see what the fucking
dude,
Undisputed Era is doing.
I heard NXT is where it's at right now.
Of course, because it's
Because
Triple H.
there's
Is Triple
everybody.
H booking it?
Of course,
Okay, well there you go, boom.
it's already better.
Yeah, you got Road Dogg making fucking Shinsuke and AJ Styles get ready to have a testicle on a pole match or some shit. It's ridiculous. What kind of booking is that? And you're gonna put this on television?
Jesse James, Road Dogg, Jesse James is fucking.
SmackDown's creative guy? You didn't know that? Oh, you didn't know?
But SmackDown's better than Raw in my opinion.
Well,
now.
talent-wise, booking, tell me that ain't garbage.
He's got some heat behind it.
Well, I mean,
I'm not digging it, but they had a good match at Backlash.
until they...
That was the last thing and only thing I've seen since the greatest Royal Rumble.
Well, I don't know.
So I've seen
And
the
then-
greatest Royal Rumble, Backlash, and then I haven't watched shit.
Well, I saw SmackDown. Booking is horrible. Mandy Rose going over clean on Becky Lynch. That's garbage.
Damn. So you got a lot of, like you said earlier when we brought up wrestling, you were like, I got a lot of things to be mad at. All right, cool. Well, I'm kind of glad I haven't been watching now. Thanks for not selling. no selling me on some shit. You're like, dude, I can't really. I'm crickets, bro. And then when we talk about hockey,
roster wise, well, I don't want to talk about hockey.
the Vegas Knights are doing their thing.
I become a conspiracy theorist around this time of year.
Oh, dude, shut up. Because,
Yep.
yeah, that shit's, yeah.
Last year, Astros won the World Series because Houston had Hurricane Harvey. Now Vegas is going to win the Stanley Cup because of that freaking massacre, man.
Oh, man, don't.
Here we go.
Oh, damn.
I'm
Then the year that we get bombed, the Patriots win the Super Bowl.
You know, what, 2001?
Yeah.
When we got freaking, not bombed, but planes. And,
Planed.
Yeah,
We got
9/11.
planed.
Well,
Damn. Maybe there is a conspiracy. Oh, no, I'm not.
yeah, there's a lot of them that just don't add up in the iron.
But anyway, I brought
Boston
up hockey because, bro, I'm learning some shit about hockey now, dude. Like, I've actually learned some shit. Like, I know some of our players, like Hurdle and
Tomas Hurdle.
I
went to the game.
Tierney.
My dad and I went to. That's Christian.
I can name more of our. I can name more
Hey.
of our players than I can name
Tomas Hurdle.
teams.
My dad and I went to a game when he was still 19, and he already had a hat trick in his fourth goal. He went between his legs of the stick and went over the goalie's glove. And Henrik Lundqvist, whose nickname is the King, he was already pulled from the game because the Sharks won that game 9-2. He had already run up the score. I got his autograph after the game. I think I got it on 2 different shirts, too. October 8th, 2013.
Vlasic,
Vlasic's got a gold medal with Canada. I've
I-
got his autograph like 4 times.
Burns.
I took a picture with that guy in the last Sharks game I went to. Burns, he's got freaking beard for days.
I'm trying to think of more people.
Burns, he's got more beard than teeth.
Yeah. Heed.
Who?
Heed. Is he on our team?
No, I don't know who you're talking about.
No. All right. Trying to think who else.
It's all right, though. The Sharks just got eliminated, man. We'll wait till next season.
Hey, man, I'm trying to catch up to this.
You hear
season.
my first game?
Huh?
My first pro game? I saw Sharks preseason game against then Phoenix Coyotes. They just go by the state of Arizona now. Back in 2011, they won 1-0. A guy named Ben Ferriero scored the goal for the Sharks.
And you were there, and you didn't know that the Great One was part of the.
Yeah, Wayne Gretzky was the coach of the Coyotes at the time, and I didn't even realize it. Loose.
Yeah, dude. When you're in the presence of the Great One, from what I understand, if you're a hockey fan, you just bow and you don't even. You just stay
Shit
silent.
happens.
Just when he walks by, you just bow your head, and you're like, "We're not worthy." Things
Just
like that.
2 years ago on 4/20, I went to a game 4, first round against the Kings. We won 3-2, and
You went with your dad?
No, I went with Ben and Patty. We got autographs after the game, and Jamie Baker, he's a commentator now. He used to, or not a commentator, but like a play-by-play guy down the ice. And he came out and asked me, "Did you all have fun tonight?" And rhetorical ass question. I was like, "Duh." And then we ended up going to the second round and going to our first finals, actually.
Yep.
Where we lost to the Penguins.
And I found out
4
there's
games
like
to 2.
4 different. There's like 4 different trophies at the end of the year that teams get.
Western Conference, Eastern Conference.
But they
trophy.
have different names, right? They're not called.
Oh yeah, I don't know all these names. The only one I know off the bat is like the Vezina Trophy is for the goalie. There's I think it's Maurice Richard. He's in the Rocket. That's probably for the goal scorer. You usually get like 50 every now and then. A guy named Steven Stamkos gets 60. Ovechkin, best goal scorer in the league today on the Capitals. They're in the conference finals. So
There you go.
he's got a chance to,
The reason
Catch
why I
Gretzky.
know all this stuff
if he plays another like 3 to 5 years, but he's got to stay
is
healthy.
because I got the NHL 18, and bro, that game is fire. NHL
That's
18
awesome.
is the shit. Probably the best game.
All it is something simple like that to help you get into it when the next season starts. You just start watching it a little bit, and then you never know. I started with the Thunder games, we're now the Heat, and our Stockton's pro team is fucking Calgary, and I got to see the Sharks beat Calgary fucking 4-0, I think.
Yeah, but they're not in the same like thing, are they?
Who?
They're not in the same.
The Heat?
The Heat are.
No, they're in the AHL. The Thunder that we used to have were
Brody, you could play the AHL and
Yeah, I know.
NHL 18. So the Stockton.
Oh, I'm sure it is now.
Damn, I'm gonna have hella fun
You
now.
didn't even know that, huh?
Dude, I'm gonna have hella fun now. Anyway, we're gonna have to wrap this podcast up so I can go.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well.
nah, man, just super happy to be able to do the show. This is the part of the show where we tell you, go tell at least one person a day passionately about B2J, the podcast. Just one person. If everybody who listens to the show does that, and everybody who's affiliated with the show does that, in time, we're going to be taking over, and people are going to be knowing who B2J, the podcast, is,
By the
and
way,
why our opinions are legit as fuck, and how we, both of us, have predicted shit. If you guys, I mean, we spoil life. That's what I'm
before
saying.
we completely close out hockey, congrats to Vegas just because it's their first year.
Yeah, congrats to Vegas, but next
I ain't
year
even
we're
gonna be
gonna
salty.
fucking murking.
I ain't even gonna be salty because I think the quickest team to win a title was
I wonder if on the NHL 18 we
And-
could trade
I'm
teams
sure you
like
can.
that.
the quickest title from a franchise I could think of is the Arizona Diamondbacks started in '98 and then beat the Yankees in '01, and Vegas is in the Final Four already in their first year. So good luck to them and kudos if they can do it. But I got the Caps in the Final Four. Washington Capitals, Tampa Bay Lightning. Lightning's got that Steven Stamkos guy, so they both got a really good goal scorer. And then Vegas and I think Winnipeg Jets.
I'm gonna go with the team that knocked us out. I'm not going with Vegas just because they got the better storyline. It'll be funnier. It'll be poetic. It'll be beautiful. I mean, I heard that the team went full blown.
Well,
Head over heels.
Winnipeg can
for
be
all the fans.
the Jets can be
when
poetic too
When all that
because
shit happened, I don't know exactly.
a Canadian team hasn't
I have
won a Stanley
family-
Cup since like '93, bro.
I have family and
So.
friends that live in Vegas, so,
There you go.
so I have reason to say go Vegas. It's a good storyline. If not, the Sharks, go Vegas.
Well, the Sharks are out now, so
My second favorite team, because I don't know why I have a first team and a second team in almost every sport except for football, because it's Niners or bust. I lie. I'm also closetly a Packers and Cardinals fan, see, because I'm fucking weird like
you
that.
stayed in Arizona and because your dad's a Packer
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah,
Well,
you know. The same reason
I mean-
you're a closet Niner fan.
I'm not a closet Niner fan. I'll be a Niner fan for the season,
You're a closet Niner fan because
and,
you're dad.
and they are my second favorite team because of my dad and my father. But I'm Rams all the way.
Yeah, I know you are. And,
And
I'm Niners all the way,
four, maybe even 5 times I went to
but
see Rams.
if
Niner
not
game.
the
They-
Niners, go Packers.
Well, there you
And
go.
if not the Packers, go Cardinals. And fuck the
You
Cowboys.
can't have
and
two
everything
teams
they
in the
stand
same
for.
division, man.
Yeah.
That's like
Cowboys
even in
and
the same
49ers.
division, and
Fuck
you got
the
3 teams in the
Cowboys.
NFC. You might as well just like the whole NFC. You know how silly you sound?
Huh?
I said, you know how silly you sound? If not the Niners, then go Packers. I mean, yeah, if you're like just casually watching the game. And
I know they're all 3 in the NFC. That's kind of bullshit. I have no AFC affiliates.
The AFC sucks.
I can't say anything good about the AFC. One of my boys is a Steeler fan. A couple of my boys are Steelers fans, but still hate the Steelers. I hate the Steelers as much as I hate the Raiders and the Cowboys.
Then again, who
That's
likes
what-
who
they're in bad company.
Unless,
the Steelers
unless
are
you're
in bad
fan,
company.
unless you're
Now,
fans of those teams,
if you're
then
a
you
fan,
don't like them, obviously.
if you're a fan of the Steelers or I could say the Packers too. Steelers, Packers, and the Cowboys and the Raiders have the most obnoxious. I heard the Philadelphia Eagles, but I don't know a
Oh,
Philadelphia.
I'm sure they.
I don't know a Philadelphia Eagle fan.
They're
so-
barely getting obnoxious now, and I'm sure.
No, I've heard.
bandwagoners-
I heard they're the worst. I heard they are
bandwagoners
the
will
worst.
follow.
I heard the fans, and I could say Seattle too because